Welcome back to the Anything History channel. Prepare yourself to delve into the chilling depths of Native American folklore as we uncover the haunting legend of a creature called the Wendigo. Join us on a journey through time as we explore the origins of this fearsome creature and its place in the rich tapestry of legend and myth. But beware, for what begins as a quest for knowledge may end in a bone-chilling encounter with the supernatural. Witness a spine-tingling fact unfold as we bring history to life with some of the most terrifying facts imaginable. What is the Wendigo? Have you heard of it? In the heart of the dense forests of the Great Lakes region, there lurked a creature of nightmares, whispered about by the Ojibwe, Cree, and other indigenous peoples. This creature, known as the Wendigo, was said to be a malevolent spirit embodying the icy grip of winter and the insatiable hunger of famine. Legends warned as far back as the mid-1700s of its insidious influence, turning humans into cannibalistic monsters driven by an unending craving for human flesh. In most traditions, the Wendigo is actually a human being in origin and becomes a monster through a process of being possessed by a spirit. Psychologists say it can professionally be called the Wendigo psychosis. In the course of the transformation from human to Wendigo, the person begins exhibiting an increasing desire for isolation. Then they develop a strong form of selfishness or self-preservation, further even displaying unprovoked violence towards others. They force themselves into accepting starvation as a normal way of life, which later, eventually, creates an insatiable hunger and greed. Examiners have said that this form of psychosis then corrupts the brain and conscience of the victim, reportedly leaving them with a strong desire to destroy or kill. And these combinations then leave the person with a voracious appetite for some reason. That desire becomes a particular and strange lust for human flesh. As centuries have passed, the tales of the Wendigo have persisted, ingrained first in the cultural fabric of the native peoples. It was said that encounters with the Wendigo brought madness, death, and unspeakable horror to those unfortunate enough to cross its path. But amidst the whispers of folklore, one true and chilling account stands out, a harrowing tale of survival and terror that unfolded in the frigid wilderness of the North American frontier. In the early 1800s, during the fur trading boom in North America, a group of fur trappers set out on an expedition into the uncharted wilderness of the Great Lakes region. Among them was a man named William "Bill" Thompson, a young and ambitious trapper, eager to make his mark in the rugged frontier. The group's journey took them deep into the heart of the wilderness, far from the safety of civilization. As they traversed the frozen landscape, they faced harsh conditions and constant danger from predators and the elements. One fateful night, while camped in a secluded clearing, the trappers were awoken by blood-curdling screams echoing through the forest. Startled and on edge, they quickly armed themselves, fearing an attack from hostile natives or wild animals. To their horror, they encountered a towering figure emerging from the shadows, a creature with the unmistakable features of what they knew as the Wendigo, that malevolent spirit from Native American folklore. With its icy breath and piercing gaze, the creature instilled terror in the hearts of the trappers. In a desperate struggle for survival, the trappers were forced to fight fiercely against the Wendigo, their weapons clashing with the creature's supernatural strength. Despite their best efforts, they found themselves outmatched by the otherworldly foe. In a moment of bravery and desperation, William Thompson seized the opportunity to strike at the heart of the Wendigo, driving his hunting knife deep into its chest. With a haunting shriek, the creature stumbled backward, its form dissolving into mist before vanishing into the darkness. One member of the group was mangled to death in the battle. The rest of the men, though shaken and severely injured, emerged victorious from their ordeal. To this day, the true events surrounding the encounter with the Wendigo remain a subject of fascination and debate among historians and folklore enthusiasts. Since then, similar sightings of this creature have been spoken of in areas of Canada, and a few instances of murder and cannibalism in other parts of North America were blamed on the Wendigo. These included a case in Alberta, Canada in 1879, where a Cree hunter and trapper named Swift Runner claimed a Wendigo spirit had entered his dreams and told him to kill and eat his whole family. Historical records indicate that periods of famine have been associated with instances of Wendigo psychosis and cannibalism, dating back to 1741. In 1786, an Ojibwe man exhibited cannibalistic behavior during a famine, and in 1879, an elderly Cree woman developed similar tendencies during another period of famine. However, the elderly woman's condition improved significantly with enhanced care and improved nutrition. Providing adequate nutritional support during famine-induced psychosis is not only compassionate, but also potentially effective in improving psychotic symptoms. Malnutrition can exacerbate aggression and agitation, so addressing nutritional needs can create a safer environment and facilitate therapeutic interventions. While famine can trigger Wendigo psychosis, it's not the sole cause, as there are cases where it occurs outside of famine conditions. So we can see that this is possibly a real monster in flesh. But the possible explanations show us that this wild creature may just be a making of men, or a condition of a man in the midst of a period of famine. A real creature or a condition? What do you think? This story is just another chilling chapter in history where humanity has to make up its mind on whether there are really monsters and gruesome creatures hanging out in the outskirts of society, or if at least some of them are loitering in crevices of our imagination. We'll keep seeking to shed light on the truth behind the world's legends and speculations about a creature called the Wendigo. Subscribe to the Anything History channel for your ticket to more adventures like these.